Hello and welcome back to another Foxy No-Tail live stream here on YouTube. We are here on Truly Bedrock Season 4 and today we're going to be doing some things. Hurrah! Hooray for things. Why is it really dark on my camera? Feels like it's dark. Okay. Anyway, right. First things first we got to do. Well, I want to be playing with bees today. Let's put it that way. Where's my bees gone? There they are, my bees. I need to be playing with bees today. I want to make a little rudimentary bee farm. I want to put it inside a building, but I don't know if we'll have time to build a building for it. But before we do any of that, I'm completely out of wood. I am wood poor. My wood's gone. I don't have hardly any wood at all. So we need to go get wood. So we're going to get some wood. That would be a really good thing to do, wouldn't it? Ah. Playing with bees is dangerous, lol, says Eric Hobbit. It is in real life. I wouldn't play with bees. I don't think bees are for playing. Oh, I've got a little bit of wood. I don't think bees are really for playing with. But, you know, this isn't real life. This is just fantasy, you know? So, it's not real. It's okay. We can play with bees all day long and not worry about it. It's good. Right, I need some empty shulker boxes as well to carry all of the massive amounts of woods that we're going to be getting. If we turn on holiday creator option, will advancements be off? Says Fuzzy. Yes, they will be. Yes, indeed. Pickles is here. Hooray! Hey, Pickles, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. It's nice for you to turn up. At last. Jeez. God, I've been streaming for like 30 seconds and you've only just turned up. I can't believe it. What time do you call this, mate? I've got a bit more, and that's not much wood, though. And it's the wrong wood. It's the wrong wood. Can't believe I don't have any empty shulker boxes. We're going to have to craft some shulker boxes then. Even more wood. Oh, jeez. Is your face meant to be... Oh, yeah, sorry. Boop. There you go. Well done for reminding me. House point to you. You're welcome. Excellent. Reminding me to press the button there. See, this is why I invite you guys along to these streams, so I don't just make a fool of myself for 2 hours. There we go. 4 should do. That'll be plenty. Plenty. Right, let's get cracking or chopping, whichever. Daruze is here, CJ Slime, Nifty Rat, Eric Albert, Pranzu, Tim Mindstorms, Yug Sharma, In Proctor. So many people. Welcome. How you doing, peeps? Hope you're having a good time. I'm having a good time. It's Monday morning for me. What could possibly be bad about Monday? Everyone loves Monday mornings, right? Because it's easy like a Sunday morning. No, that's a Sunday morning. No, Monday morning is rubbish. Nice transition there with the cameras, says Necrosis. You're welcome. Thank you for noticing that it was indeed a nice transition. I work hard on making my button presses look good. Now, look out. There's a wall there. Morning, Foxy. How you doing? Says Joe Boosh. I'm doing all right. Wow. No more flying for me, apparently. I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Joe Boosh? Ow. Doing well. Just capping off my first shift of the week. Nice. John Trevena says, good day, Foxy. First time catching the stream live from Australia. Well, good day to you as well, my Australian friend. Nice to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Foxy crashing into walls as normal. Says, that's how I stop. That's how, is it not how you're supposed to stop with Elytra? Just like, I'm there, splat. Is that not, am I wrong? Is that not how everybody does it? Jeez. Yep, the joy of reading all the weekend emails when you log into work. Oh, man. That's one thing I don't miss. That's one thing I don't miss from working in an office is the Monday morning emails. You have 4 million emails in your inbox, and 99.9% of them are spam, but they're not all obvious spam. Good luck figuring it out. Ah, jeez. Mondays should not be called Mondays. They should be called email days. Oh, no, it's night time. Did I bring a bed? Please tell me I brought a bed. I brought a bed. Hooray. It's 9:04 in Australia, says Ian Proctor. Good for you, Australia. Good for you having a different time to what it is here. It's not 9:04 here. It's actually 10:05. So you're only an hour out. Wow, I thought you were so far away. It turns out there's only an hour's time difference between here and Australia. That's wonderful news. No, he means 9:04 in the evening. Oh, but he didn't put PM or rising in 24 hours. So it definitely means 9 AM in the morning. You're just being nitpicky. No, you're being nitpicky. Eric Albert says, oh, for real, especially because I work the night shift, so the day people just send me emails. Lovely. Magnus Davis says, it's how I stop on the VIP patron server. Definitely join Foxy's patron, everyone. Yes, if you're over 18 and want to play Minecraft with some really cool individuals, then make sure you head over to Foxy No Tail's patron page, subscribe, give many pledge on the VIP, and get yourself on the most amazing server in the world. So I've heard. I've not been, I assume it is. Everyone else seems to like it quite a lot, so, you know. Oh, I've come and done it away from my beacon again. Why do I always do this? It's 8:06 p.m. here, says CJ Slime. It's 1:06 in Saudi, says Raul. No, that was from Madless. Raul says it's 3:36 p.m. in India. Only an hour. Nice drive. Nice. Can drive there for holiday now, says Rick Roy. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I can nip. I can nip to Australia. Excellent. And go get myself a kangaroo and come back. Oh, I'll be the only one in the village with a kangaroo. They'll be like, where'd you get that from, mate? Oh, just nipped to Australia quick. Picked it up. It's very stereotypical to use kangaroo. Oh, shut up. It's fine. They don't grow anywhere else, do they? They don't grow. They're animals. Shh. It's fine. Thanks, Doc. Does it work for current version of MCPE, says Fayaz. Oh, my goodness. Is the music just like... Yeah, ultra quiet. Good job, music. Nathaniel Wondershire says it's 1:07 p.m. here from Ethiopia. Jeez, people from all over the world here today. Hands up in the chat if you live in the world. That's a neat trick, says Jesse P. Haven't you seen the Ender Pearl trick before, Jesse? It's the only way to get to do spruce trees, although I've only got one Ender Pearl left, so this will be my second to last way of doing that with the spruce trees. It's the first live stream I've watched, says Ian Proctor. Oh, nice. Purple Pop says, hey, Foxy. CJ Slime says, we don't care about stereotype and animals do grow. That's true. Can you fix chunk loader add-on? Says, oh, man. If I had $1 for every time someone asked me to fix the chunk loader add-on, I'd be so rich. I'd be filthy stinking rich. I'd be swimming in money. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Stream Deck, for catching my mouth. I now have no Ender Pearls left. Good job. It's rocket time. Jeez. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Stream Deck, getting in the way of me mouse. I would use a Riptide Trident, says Nathan. Somebody. No, that wasn't Nathaniel. You see, though, Nathaniel, that's all good if you bother to carry around a trident. See, I don't have any tridents, and if I did, I'd probably just throw them in lava or save them for a trident killer, because I think that tridents are just the most pointless tool in the whole of history of Minecraft. The Ron tool / weapon that I just wish they'd just take out of the game, to be perfectly... No, I'm kidding. I know a lot of people like tridents. It's like a lot of people carry a sword or a bow with them. I don't carry any weapons or anything like that, and I don't find Riptide to be particularly useful, because you've got to find water, and, you know, no. It's just a faff for me. I'm not that type of player. But good luck for you if you are. Have a good time playing with Riptide, mate. That trick was less neat, says Eric Colbert. Shut up. You leave me alone with me tree chopping. I'm expert level 90. 99 tree chopper. Oh, this one's only little. Don't really need to fly up to this one. But I'm going to anyway. Foxy, did you reinstall Windows? Says Pickles. No, Pickles. I didn't, because I have, like, thoroughly backed up my PC and removed a lot of files from it and put them on, like, a backup system, which is nice. So I had a bit of a house cleaning, but I didn't reinstall Windows because I was going to do that yesterday. But yesterday, my laptop just decided it was never going to turn on again and just went on this horrendous, like, repeat cycle of just not actually booting, just making loads of fan noise and flashing lights at me. So I spent most of the day trying to troubleshoot that and completely failing. So I'm currently 1 6-month-old, incredibly expensive RTX laptop down at the minute. So I was getting in touch with the manufacturers, telling them I don't want it, it's a load of rubbish, I want my money back. But I think it's a bit late to get my money back. I've been at it 6 months. But it's been nothing but problems, Pickles. Nothing but problems. Since I got it, it's been a pain. It's been awful. This is like the 8th time now that it just won't boot up. And normally what they say is, oh, don't worry about it. Just drain the battery. The size of the batteries in laptops these days to drain the battery. So basically, you just got to keep trying to turn it on for like 12 hours straight. And then once the battery's drained, the static discharge will be removed and the laptop will power up perfectly, which it has done the 3 occasions before. But this time, it's just dead. Completely dead. Mr. Casman says, wow, I'm actually here for one of your live streams finally. Yay. So I think what I'll do with it is probably have to send it back for repair. Hopefully they'll be able to fix it. If not, we'll send it back with an even bigger bill and then I shall throw it out of the window or try and sell it. I think you can't sell a broken laptop, can you? I guess maybe, I don't know what I'd do with it if it is like well and truly broken. Drop it down the stairs and get it on the house insurance, mate. That's what I'd do. That's fraud. You can't do that. It's illegal. Did they fix Infinite XP Furnish glitch? It is fixed soon. Very, very soon. It is in the latest beta, which I believe is going to be coming to a screen near you sometime soon. Everything's gone quiet with the betas. We only get in a handful of fixes in each one now. So I'm confident that the beta is going to be rolling out very, very soon. Like within a matter of days or weeks, I would say. If Foxy had $1 every time someone asked him to update chunk loader, he might actually update chunk. That's also true, Pickles. That's also true. Hey, Foxy, question. Do you think they'll ever fix Trident Killer? They have fixed it before, but we shouted at them and they unfixed it again. So, possibly. I'm slightly concerned that King B-Dogs is on the warpath with XP farms at the moment because he noticed, I don't think he's obviously aware of Trident Killers, which is quite a good thing for us at the minute, because he noticed in the game that evokers and another mob will drop XP even when not killed by the player, and he was like getting his on Twitter getting his knickers in a twist that we were all exploiting evokers for free XP without having to kill them, and he's like, this is the entire reason why we've added these new skulk like XP farm things, so you don't need it anymore, so we're going to be removing as many of these like free XP things as possible. And I'm thinking, oh, my Trident Killer's going to be in the bin soon. I don't want to make a skulk thing for XP. I want to grind up the mobs with the Trident Killer out of my mob. Well, I don't even do that, but you know what I mean. I want a choice. I don't want to have to use the one method that Mojang thinks is the most appropriate. I want a choice. And Minecraft is all about choices and giving us choices and making it, you know, so that we can play it how we want to play it. So I'm hoping they don't fix it. And to be fair, perfectly honest, he doesn't really work on the Bedrock team. So, I mean, chances are that won't get fixed unless he notices it and tells them to do it, or someone from higher up does. But fingers crossed they don't. What version of Windows do you use, says Pransu? I use Windows 10. What version do you use? Memory and hard drive are basically reusable, sellable. Oh, I ain't going to get my money back for that, Mr. Balrog. Mr. Balrog, that laptop is probably the most expensive laptop I've ever bought in my entire life. the hard drive and the memory are not going to give me back even 10% of what I spent on that laptop. That laptop needs to be fixed. Technical Techie says, woo, my first Foxy live stream. Hello and welcome to your first Foxy live stream. I hope you're enjoying it. It's a bit boring, to be honest. Normally on YouTube, what we do is we do technical stuff. And I do want to do technical stuff today, but I am absolutely desperate for wood. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing first. We are gathering wood. I want at least a shulker of spruce. I know I could buy a bit from Zloy, but I just, you know, I'm going to take the time out while we have a chat and I read through the chat with you guys to chop a little bit of wood. So I'm going to get some spruce, then I'm going to get as much oak as possible. But oak's annoying to get because, well, it doesn't grow like spruce, does it? Hello, Foxy, I'm late, says Relly Bolton's. No good. No good. Torch on Grass says, Foxy No Tail, what do you think about the fact that you have to go into the Minecraft Windows game files on your computer to turn VSync off and get not buttery gameplay? I don't have to do that. I've never had to fiddle with VSync. It works perfectly fine for me. Never had to turn VSync off in my life on Minecraft. I didn't even know that was a thing. And to be honest with you, VSync caps your frame rate at your monitor's maximum frame rate, or the frame rate that your monitor's going at. So if you can't, your game can't, you can't see it faster than that. If your monitor's capped at 60 frames per second, or 120, or 240, or whatever expensive monitor you've got, you can't see any, even if the game's running at 300 and 400.
Livy_loves_1 super chatted £1 and 12 pence.
Woo! Thank you, Livy Loves, for the $1.49. Appreciate it. But yeah, if your frame rate is at like 1,000, you can't see any faster than your monitor's refresh rate. That's just the rate you're limited to. So I don't understand why you would get any better experience with VSync turned off than it turned on. Hey, Foxy, huge fan. Good for hot days, as you would say. Hope you're having a good day, says Caroline. Thank you. I'm having a good day. I have had to turn VSync off previously on certain games because it caused like some weird screen tearing, which it's supposed to fix. And on other games, I've had to turn it on to avoid screen tearing. But with Minecraft, I've never had to fiddle with it. It's 11:16 here in New Zealand. I can't go to sleep now that I've caught your live stream, says Mr. Castman. Oh, man. New Zealand only round the corner as well, then. 11:16 a.m. in New Zealand, peeps. You heard it here first, Mr. Casman. Mr. Casman says. I think the idea is if you do something between frames, it's probably more likely to happen in the next frames, says CJ Slime. Yeah, but nobody can see the difference between one frame and another. It happens so fast. You can't. It's not. It's not an issue. It's really not. If you've got a 60 hertz monitor like I've got, you cannot tell the difference whether you got VSync on or VSync off unless your frame rate is below 60 frames a second. In which case, it's going to be below your refresh rate either way. I love your video so much. My husband and I make movie night binge watch and truly Bedrock, says Living Loves. That's amazing. Oh, well, thank you very much. Actually, Foxy, I am father's phone, says Relly Button. Father's phone? What? Caroline Linklater says, that amused me that you read out my message. I usually watch old streams, not live. I try to read all the messages, Caroline, but there's a lot of messages and I don't, you know, if I just read them all, I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing in game. And then it really wouldn't matter whether I had VSync on or not, because I'd be looking at the wrong screen. Are you saying everyone plays on 60 hertz? Says CJ Slime. No, I'm saying it doesn't matter whether you've got VSync turned off or not, because you can't see the game running any more quickly than your monitor. Doesn't matter what rate your monitor's set to. If your monitor's at 75 or 100 or 120, 240, you can't see any quicker than that in the game, even if the game's running faster than that, because it's limited by the visual representation of the game on your monitor. You can't see it faster. All VSync does is tries to stop screen tearing by having the frame rates so out of sync with each other that when you move quickly in the game, you get tearing. So VSync is generally a good thing to turn on. Oh, watching on my father's phone, says Relly Button. Is that why you're late? Well, you have to tell your father this is no good. I need your phone earlier next time, Father. I do not realise I'm late to Foxy No Tails live stream. I'm going to be the talk of the town now. I'll be calling Relly Boughton the Joker. Ah, pressing the wrong button. I'm trying to eat golden carrots here. Mr. Late. Oh, my goodness. Mike says, oh, man, it's too early, bruh. Sorry, Mike. Can't help it. I'm having arguments for things I don't know enough about, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm probably wrong. It's fine. Caroline says, Foxy is my friend now. Whoop, whoop. Says somebody who said, hi, Foxy, is Big Chicken and Mr. Onion people? Yes, of course. Where wouldn't they be? Jesse says, there's just something about how British people say father that I love. Well, probably because we're farther away from you. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me while I just go and die of shame. World's worst joke. One's chicken, the other one's a French fox, says Necrosis. That's true, yes. They're probably not people after all. Sorry about that, I lied. I'm wrong. Who's online currently, says Kick. Me, Dr. Beardstone, Jesse Beardstone, and Mr. Beardstone. And yes, that's what I figured it out, guys. Jesse B, the B, must stand for Beardstone. I've guessed everything else, and everything else is wrong, so I'm pretty confident now that the B is Beardstone. Jesse Beardstone, you heard it here first. I'm proud of that. Lol, proud of that one, are you? Says Jesse B. What, calling you Jesse Beardstone, or the really bad pun that I just made? I'm actually Irish, but I live in New Zealand now for the last 18 years, says Mr. Castman, and still can't tell the time. Jeez. Mr. Castman, come on, get a clock. With AM or PM written on it, or in 24 hours. One of those. Jesse's sick of hearing that already, says Nifty Rat. Well, Jesse's rude. With jokes like that, you've been taking lessons from Mr. Belrog, says the Rick Roy. Maybe. Maybe. What do you mean? Perfectly good joke. Killer RML says, hi, Foxy. Hello. I just want to point out, peeps. I just want to point out that there is exactly double the number of people watching than there are likes on this live stream. So half of you haven't bothered. And I'm here, you know, taking time out of my Monday morning to be here to talk to you guys, and you can't even be bothered to do one thing. You already got two things to do. One is turn on the live stream. The other one is hit that like button, and you've only done half a job. Come on, what's wrong with you? Get that like button pressed. Otherwise, me and you are going to fall out, sunshine. And then there will be trouble when your mother gets home. Jeez, I'll be telling her. One sec, Mr. Foxy, says Killer Arbamel. Whenever Foxy actually falls in lava, no one will believe him, says Kick. They will! Finally able to catch a live stream, I guess. I will start my adulting later this afternoon, says Angela Stulls. Relly Bolton, sorry, says, I'm still 9 years old. Love your video. Oh, Relly, you shouldn't have said that. You're not allowed to be on YouTube unless you're over 13. Shh, don't tell anyone. I won't tell him if you don't. But also, yeah, don't tell anyone. Nightbot deleted something from Torch on Grass. Jeez, now you're getting likes. Well, I should hope so. There we go. That's more like it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better. 77 likes. I'll take it. I mean, it's not perfect. Whoever's letting the side down, you know, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should seriously, you know, take yourself outside, having a word with yourself. Think, you know, why am I sat here watching it if I don't like it? That's the question. I'm only kidding, guys. It's fine. Although I do really like it when you like the video or the live stream. How did you come up with the username, Foxy? Says Joe Bush. Oh, many a long story, that one, from yonder ago. Two reasons that username came about. When... Oh, I have to give you my backstory now, jeez. Once upon a time, when I was a boy, my mother used to read me stories by a famous author known as Roald Dahl. And my favourite story of Roald Dahl's was called Fantastic Mr. Fox. And in that story, poor old Fantastic Mr. Fox has his tail shot off by 3 angry farmers. Well, I think only one of them shoots it. It would be difficult for them all to be holding the same gun or just all happen to hit the same spot the same. But the point is, the story's about a fox that's against farmers and he loses his tail. So that's where the Foxy No Tail name idea came from. But the reason I went for that Foxy No Tail was because at the time when I started this YouTube channel, I started this YouTube channel to entertain my son, who was young at the time, and he was really into watching Stampy Longnose. And he was watching those. He didn't live with me, and I thought I could do that. I could make videos like that and send them to him when he lives with his mum, and he can, you know, it'd be like he's spending more time with me, and he really liked it. So I decided to create the character Foxy No Tail because it kind of sounded like Stampy Longnose, and I thought that would help, you know, help him enjoy the content. So that's where that came from. OMG, I like that story. You should have been Fantastic Foxy No Tail, lol, says Lovely Loves. Well, if I'd have been Fantastic Foxy No Tail, A, I'd have been blowing my own trumpet a little bit too much, and also, it doesn't rhyme with Stampy Longnose, does it? See? Love that novel, says Killer RML. I knew that was where your name came from, says Pranzu. He is Fantastic Foxy No Tail, says Deruza. When is Silent going to post Truly Bedrock again? He hasn't uploaded it. 7 days to kick. I don't know. I'm not in charge of what Silent does or doesn't do on his channel. Beautiful story, Foxy, says Mr. Castman. Thank you. And your skin, says Karen. What about my skin? What's wrong with my skin? Is it falling off again? Am I right? Are you turning blue? Is it too cold? Only put the heating on. Hello! Hello, my zombie friend. How are you doing, buddy? Nice of you to join the party. I think it's probably a good... What's happening to that guy? Did you see that? He was like picking the stick up and then the leaf and then the stick and then the leaf, but like a million times. If I had VSync on, would have been able to see that really well, guys. Ooh, hello. Run away. Your Minecraft skin, Foxy. How did you come up with it? Well, what I did was I searched the free skin website for a fox skin. And I found one. And then I adapted it to look how I wanted to look. And then... I found out a few years later that someone else went around with the same fox skin that I'd adapted. Not in the same way, because obviously I'd adapted mine to put clothes on it and stuff like that and get rid of the tail. And everyone kept going, you look like CPK! And I'm like, oh my goodness me. But bear in mind, I think CPK, I think I was around first, but they like rose to fame pretty quickly. So I decided to completely change it up. Completely redesigned the skin. I did the face so it was similar, so people still knew that it was me, but changed the eyes. I changed all the arms and legs and everything like that so that it was completely 100% unique. Hey, Foxy, I'm getting my GCSEs this year, but I'm not expecting very good grades due to personal problems I've been having, but I just don't know what to do. I love music, but that's not enough, says the big FG. Well, you got to do your best. That's all you can do. Just try hard, do your best, and at the end of the day, what will be, what will be. And life will go on regardless. Lofty says, hello, everyone. Hello, Lofty. Face reveal when? Are you kidding me, mate? Livy Love says, oh, we're becoming a lumberjack. I'm just getting wood, man. What's your real name, says Jimmy Pottery. It's the fabulous Francesco Franco Zamfinculo. I'm Swedish. But that's not a Swedish name. Yeah, it definitely is, mate. 100%. Heard a Swedish person call me it before. Watching your stuff helps a lot, says the big FG. No, it doesn't. My content is not helping you with school at all. And if you think it is, you're deluding yourself. You need to stop watching my content and concentrate on school. School 10 times more important than watching Foxy No Tails videos. Trust me. I've been to school once, and I know if I'd have spent my entire time at school watching people's live streams and videos, I wouldn't have got much grades. Do you speak French? Says Relly Bowton. Ah, si. Si, senor. I do indeed. Oh, dear me. That's a joke. It's a joke, guys. Manchesco sounds like Manchester, says Pickles. No, absolutely not. Kick says Legend has it. Big Chicken is still eating his box of bread. Big Chicken, I don't think he dares touch that box of bread in case he falls in love with it again. Who's your alter ego, says Mr. Cat. Dark Fox. You're so silly, lol, says Blue Shikatsu. No, I'm not. You're silly. Mr. Onion speaks French. Foxy does not, says Lofty. My sister says, say you name many. Face reveal, please, says Yug Sharma. No, I'm not doing it. Beehive. I'm never, ever going to show my name on the internet. I'm just not doing it. Is Mitz getting the day off? Pickles subbed in, says Deruza. I assume Mitz is probably busy if she's not here. Oh, she does, believe it or not. I mean, I didn't realise this till the other day, but she actually does have a thing called a life outside of Foxy No Tail videos, which does, it mildly frustrates me because I think what's she doing with her life? She should just be constantly 100% putting all time and effort into, managing my channel for free. But she doesn't, and that's fine. I just take it out of her non-existent wages. Not a problem, mate. I need a crafting table. I need to catch me a campfire. Mitch is sleeping. It's too early, says Mike. I think she'd have been taking her lad to school, so I doubt she's sleeping. Did you run server on your PC, says DJ Gaming Zone? I did originally. A D7 Gaming Zone, sorry. But now we're actually running on Nodecraft. I forgot the name of the server host then. But the one I partnered with, jeez. I'll manage your channel, all, says Lofty. All you do is tell me to make Mr. Onion and thingy videos, big chicken videos. I'd never get any actual videos done if you were in charge, Lofty. Woden the Old said something. Hey, hiding in the toilets worked like a good employee to say hello, also goodbye because I don't want to get the sack. Woden, you make me laugh. Steve Foxy has a skin pack on them. Oh, Pickles. Hang on. Hey, Foxy, can you give me your skin? I have a skin pack on the marketplace, as Pickles says, so you can download it from there. And version 2, volume 2 of my skin pack is coming out very, very soon. Very, very soon. In fact, I think it's the 8th of February, I think. So, yeah, look forward to that one. Is it more... Or do you play with the colour filter, says Torch on Grass? With the colour filter? What do you mean? A colour filter? How do you get achievements on Truly Bedrock with the add-ons turned on, says Pranzu? Oh, we got sneaky, sneaky secrets, right? Because we're really good friends with the devs. The devs are just like, we'll turn it on for you, bro, no problem. And I'm like, dude. And he's like, bro. And I was like, bro. And he was like, dude. And they're just, ah, hey, there was the campfire. Oops. I didn't kill it. What bee? That's not true, by the way. The devs didn't turn them on for us. Or did they? No, they didn't. The bread that Sloy gave to Mr. Chicken came from your wheat field, says Sea Horseman. I'm not surprised. Skin packs are surprisingly easy to make, says Phantom Instinct. Well, that depends on... Oh, bee died. Depends on your skills, really. It's very easy to say things that you're good at are easy to do. Or things that you understand are easy to do. But for people that have never done it before, it's not an easy thing to do. So... I think it's a good idea when telling other people that it's easy to do something. It's a good idea to acknowledge the fact that not everybody has your understanding and your level of skill in whatever you do. See, I think skin packs are relatively tricky, but, you know, and I make them. And I still think that they're not an obvious or straightforward thing to do. Certainly not for a beginner, and certainly not for anybody that's never done any sort of graphic design, coding, packaging stuff before. So I disagree with you on that one. Sorry, not to be awkward. I mean, open heart surgery is easy if you're an open heart surgeon, right? Does your kids play Minecraft, and have you thought about letting them join your live stream? My kids do play Minecraft. One, they're at school, so no. Two, also, they're not, you know, Truly Bedrock is an adults-only content creators SMP. I don't think I would be in much favour with the other members if I just let my kids run rampant on the server. So, no. Also, you know, I don't think Jack would probably want to be in one of my live streams. Maybe he would, but he's, you know, 16 now. He's interested in going out with his friends and doing what teenagers do. Oliver, I'm sure, would absolutely love to be, but he's only 7, and I don't think it's appropriate for 7-year-olds to be on camera. I know there's a lot of, like, YouTube channels with young kids playing with toys and stuff like that, but I wouldn't want my kids to be front and centre on the internet like that, because there's a lot of weirdos about. There's a lot of weirdos. Not saying you're all weirdos, but you might be. I like you all add-on, says somebody. How easy is something is purely a personal thing, says Billy John. Yep, completely from your own perspective. Geez, Foxy, how much wood are you going to get? Well, I haven't got any oak yet, so I got loads of spruce. I'm building a lot with wood this season, so I need a lot of wood. So I need a lot of oak now. Oak is now the wood of choice. Okay? I'm sorry that I'm doing this on the live stream, but it saves me doing it later on when I'm not live streaming. Okay? So, tough. Basically. What are you going to do with the wood, says Wolf MC. I'm just going to burn it. Put it in a hole, burn it somewhere. No, I'm going to build with it. Build things. Can you show your ender chest setup, Foxy? I want to see how your sugar boxes are organised. I could do. I could absolutely show you that. I've actually got videos on my channel of how I set my ender chest up, but it's a little bit out of date now because they keep adding more blocks. What I would say is, don't worry about how I've got my ender chest set up. As long as you know, think about why I've set my ender chest up like that. Well, I want access to all of the items that I generally use regularly. I want to be able to do anything I need to do wherever I am in the world. So having access to at least a handful of all of the basic materials and, you know, extras of those I use a lot allows me to do that. But the materials and things I use a lot will completely depend on how I play the game. My play style, the way that I play it, is unique to me. So there's absolutely no point whatsoever in you copying how I've got my ender chest set up, because you'll just find it frustrating that it doesn't have the things that you need in it. I don't have some sort of special like knowledge of the game that means I can set my ender chest up in a better way than you can. So I would just think about what you want, what you think you might need when you're out and about, and start putting shulker boxes in with things in. So while you're playing, imagine, you know, you go somewhere and you need an item. You think, that'd be useful to have that. I'm going to put that in a shulker box and put it in my ender chest. And then when you've done that a few times, consider, well, okay, well, I can actually bunch these items together because they're all the similar sort of item. Or I'd like these items to go together because these are all leaves, or these are all green items because I build with colours. See, everybody's different. I know people that have ender chests that is completely based on colour variations rather than block variations. See, I do mine based on, like, I got a box for the nether stuff. I've got a box for deep slate. I've got a box for stone. I've got a box for wood. I got a box for prismarine. I got a box for ocean stuff like coral. So I like to categorize mine, and I put in the items that I think are the most important ones out of there. Generally speaking, they're like the full blocks that you can craft other things out of. But a lot of people go, okay, this is my green things box. So I'm just going to put anything that's green in this box, you know? Or this is my blue things box. I'm going to put anything that's blue in this box. Or this is my stone things box. I'm going to put anything that's any stone or stone variant in there. So do it based on you, not what I've done. Pointless copying somebody because it ain't going to suit you. What's your render distance? Says mid-games 20 at the moment. Nifty, Carol. Hey, Mitz is here. Mitz is here. Hey, Mitz. Livy Lil says, is there a backstory to Fox No Tail and how he ended up in Truly Bedrock? What? My channel's been around a long time since before Truly Bedrock. Truly Bedrock was something that Slack, me, and a couple of other guys put together originally. So Foxy No Tail didn't join Truly Bedrock. That everyone else joined me and Slack. Sorry if this has been asked before. Can I get your add-ons on my Xbox? I've been trying to find a way to do it, says Caroline. There used to be a way, but I think Microsoft relatively recently locked down you being able to download stuff through the built-in browser or something, which means that it's really difficult to do it now. I have no idea how people do it. The easiest way, I believe, is to use a PC. Like, I don't mean, just play Minecraft on a PC, but get access to a PC or a laptop. I don't know, go to an internet cafe or borrow your grandma's or something. Get a realm, and that is going to cost you a little bit of money, and then just upload all the add-ons and stuff you want to a realm, and then you can either download that to your Xbox and not use your realm anymore and have all of the add-ons downloaded with that, or you can just play them on there and, you know, have the convenience of playing on a realm whenever you're out and about and using your nana's laptop. Royal Rabbit says, why Minecraft YouTubers live stream when they're collecting stuff and not always building? Well, there's a lot of reasons for that, Royal Rabbit. The main reason, I think, is that when you're live streaming, it's quite difficult to focus on what you're doing. And a lot of content creators will be, when they're building stuff, want to make the best of what they're doing so that they can get a lot of likes on their videos and, you know, impress people with what they've done. So when you are doing building, you kind of want to put as much effort and attention into it as possible. And you also, when you're live streaming, there's a pressure to keep things moving, keep things entertaining. And sometimes when you're building, you want to take a step back. You need to, you know, focus on things for a minute and think about how you're going to progress forward. And that's very difficult to do that while you're live streaming. The other reason is that we still have to do all of this resource gathering. This resource gathering happens whether it's, you know, on camera or not. And while we're doing this is a really good time to be able to just sort of sit back and engage with people. So if you think about resource gathering live streams less as boring videos, as more of an opportunity to engage with, like, one and in real time with your favorite content creator. You can't talk to your favorite content creator while they're recording a video. So, and if they're concentrated on building or redstone or anything like that, chances are they're not really going to be paying a great deal of attention to the chat. So you're going to get more chance of getting your question read out or being able to talk to someone directly when they're doing a resource gathering live stream. And yeah, they can be a bit boring, I'll admit that. But we're not here just for playing Minecraft and all of the exciting things with Minecraft. We got videos and all sorts of stuff for that. We're here to get jobs done and to interact with each other. Mr. Balrog says, Yug Sharma, he could, but why do you do it? Is the colour of it in the position in the ender chest not enough? Lots of colours are not always positive for everyone, says. I'm assuming that's in relation to what? I can't see it anywhere. What did Yug say? What did they say? Why don't you use... Oh, the thingy to rename your... Yeah, I don't need to rename the shulker boxes with colour formatting codes. I could, but like Mr. Balrog says, it's not difficult to see. When I open up my ender chest, I know exactly what everything is because I've used this setup for so long. I know where things are, and all I have to do is go over it to see what's in it. Doesn't need a colourful name in order for me to be able to tell what's in there or tell which box it is. I don't think that would help me at all, to be honest with you, because the shulker box is coloured itself. Do you know how you can have a chance of getting a beehive if you grow a tree using a sapling within a 2-block range? Yeah, I know you can grow trees and, you know, have more of a chance of getting a beehive on it by growing it near flowers. Foxy, how do I earn achievement with behavior packs enabled? Oh man, I can't tell you, it's a secret. If I tell you that, I've got to quit Minecraft and give all my money to dogs charity, and I don't want it. Those dogs don't need the money, I do. Leave me alone, dogs. Stop chasing me for all my money. Can you read this? Some YouTubers don't even bother to read chats, says Happiest. I can, but what's the point in that? I hate that when I see a comment going, like this comment, and nothing actually in the comment, or heart my comment, and there's no comment. There's nothing to heart. They're just asking for it. What's the point? I've read out so many chats today already, and we're only just really getting started in this live stream. What's the point in asking me to read a message without giving me a message to read? I'm going to read it anyway, chances are. Get something out of it. Don't just waste my time and your time by asking me to read a message that says, really read my message. What a stupid... I'm sorry, this sounds awful, but it's such a stupid thing to do. I'm not avoiding reading messages unless it's one I don't like or I don't think is a good one to read. And the only reason I read that one out is to make a point that don't ask those sorts of messages. It's so pointless. What texture pack are you using, says B Speedy? The only texture packs I use, I've got my own resource pack, which changes the colour of netherite to more like diamond, like a darker diamond. I use a brightness pack, which just makes everything look a little bit brighter. And that's it. I don't have anything that changes the in-game textures. The only textures I actually change is the armour. Everything else is vanilla, just a bit brighter. Please talk the secret. We really need achievements with add-on, please, says Yug Sharma. No. I've said it once before in another live stream. I'm not saying it again. If you want to find out, you're going to have to go back through all my old live streams and find it. It's the only way. Sorry. What are your thoughts on night vision in X-ray resource packs, says Pranzo. Look, at the end of the day, you can play Minecraft however you want to play it. It's a game that's designed to be played in millions of different ways. The fact that these things exist is great for certain people. I would say if you're using them on a server, make sure the server is okay with that and the server's rules say that you can. If they don't, then don't do it because you're cheating and you're giving yourself an unfair advantage. I think any game that you cheat your way through in certain aspects, you'll find it less interesting, and it will. At the end of the day, like Mojang put in a massive amount of time and effort into making sure that Minecraft is balanced, and what that means is that you will enjoy it. There is the right amount of grind and hard work for the right amount of payoff, and they've got it right, and they've had it right for so long, which is why Minecraft is still the biggest game in the world. If you're affecting that balance by giving yourself an advantage, you're going to find that you find the game less enjoyable. That's not my opinion. That's fact. That's how these things work. Unbalancing a very, very balanced game like Minecraft makes it automatically less enjoyable, and as a result, you'll last less time in your worlds, because you'll find it way more easy to get items and resource packs. And if you're finding it easy, not resource packs, sorry, items and diamonds and things like that, and if you're finding that easy, you're taking the challenge out of the game, which means, well, have you thought about why you're doing that? Would you be better off just playing in creative? Maybe the creative mode of that style of play is more suited to you, where perhaps you're just more interested in building and using resources than you are in gathering them. And there's nothing wrong with being a creative mode player. There's a lot of players that build amazing, huge, like massive landscapes and amazing redstone contraptions as a creative player. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, claiming that you're playing in survival, but actually you're not, because you've just pretty much, you might as well have just given yourself all of those items if you're going to use cheaty packs to find them. Well, there's no point in lying to yourself, and there's no point in lying to other people. It's not going to make you feel any better. It's not going to do anything better for you. So, yeah, consider that, I guess. Is it Mojang or Mojang? It doesn't matter. Mojang/Mojang has said they don't care. They said it doesn't matter. You can call it whatever you want. Originally, when this game came to like the UK and the US and started to be getting popular outside of Sweden, everybody was referring to it as Mojang because, well, that's how it reads with that, you know, with the English dialect. But then clever content creators realised that this game was produced in Sweden, and it's probably pronounced Mojang because that's how Swedes pronounce J's in their words. However, they then turned around and went, doesn't matter. It's fine. Just call us what you want. Mojang or Mojang. There's no issue. I don't know. I just got in a habit. I used to call it Mojang a long time ago, but I got in the habit of calling it Mojang now. So that's what I do. Mr. Balrog, you from Sweden? Thought you was in the UK, says Lofty. Is there a way to download the brightness pack? Yes, it's on my website. Everything free on my website. Really? I'm calling it Keith then, says Whaler's Wondering. You call it Keith. No one will have a clue what you're talking about, but at least you'll be happy. Fogsy, I love your vids, says Steve Boy. Thank you very much. I'm glad you do. I'll make them just for you and other people that really like them. I like that attitude, Mojang, says Zachary Quack. Hi, Foxy. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Still doing Minecraft? Oh, that is a really interesting question. I am well aware that doing this job is harder and harder and harder the older you get, because the audience is a younger audience and they're more interested in watching younger styles of gameplay because, well, that's just what they're attracted to. And that's just human nature, to be attracted to, not like oh, I fancy you, but like just in terms of engaging with people of a similar range and a similar mindset. That being said, I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. When we was kids, we had games consoles, and there was always this feeling that when you grow up, you're going to get out of game consoles because your parents don't play game consoles, so why would we when we're older? And it was just this automatic assumption that when I got older, I wouldn't play games anymore, and that was the thing that kids do, but not adults. But I didn't realise, and I haven't realised until the other day, that it's actually growing up with games. It doesn't matter how old you are when you're playing games. It's just one of those, it's just another thing in life. If it's something you're interested in, it's something you can carry on doing no matter how old you are. And all I would say about my channel is, while people are still enjoying it, and while it's still doing okay, and while I'm still, well, hopefully in the future earning more of a living from it than I am, then I will keep it going. But I think there is a point where it will, either Minecraft will subside, or, you know, my channel will just start subsiding because maybe I've done it for too long and I'm not enjoying making videos as much, so people don't enjoy watching them as much, or something will happen in the future and I'll have to look at different avenues of revenue, or, you know, consider retirement depending on how I'm doing financially. So it's yeah, a lot to think about. I don't know is the answer. I'll do it for as long as I can because I really enjoy doing it. That's one of the reasons I wanted to join the marketplace partnership, is because I thought, well, you know, that's a nice transition to keep around Minecraft, still create content, but, you know, doesn't really matter how old I am doing it. And also, if the marketplace is still going strong, there's no reason why I can't develop a team to be creating content with me and have that as another source of revenue. And that way, that doesn't matter really how well my videos do. I can still make videos and enjoy making them, but I don't have to solely rely on them, and therefore age isn't a problem. Thanks, I'm 54 and gaming. It's very enjoyable still, says Cosmikolski. Yeah, there's people in my Discord that are like in the 60s and even later that still play Minecraft. So I think it's amazing that there is such an age range of it, but it just never hit me. Like, I just assumed my parents weren't into gaming, so I won't be into gaming when I'm older. And I've just been waiting all my life to get to that point where I'm like, nah, I don't want to play games anymore. But that hasn't happened. What has happened is I struggle to do it more now. I find it harder. I find it harder to find the time. I actually find a lot of games harder as well. I think that's just to do with the fact that I'm not very good with the control systems normally. And I find it harder to sit and... I could sit at my PC forever when I was young. Literally, I could sit at this desk or whatever desk I had for absolutely forever and play and play and play and never get bored, never need to get up to go to the toilet, never need to go and get a drink. I would drink, obviously, and I would go to the toilet, but it didn't feel like such a chore like it does now. So it's a bit of a strange thing, really, getting older and gaming. It's definitely, I can't do it for such long periods. I used to stay up all night playing in, what's it called? Thingy Total War, Rome Total War, and Age of Empires, and Command and Conquer, and all that sort of thing. And then drag myself out of bed for college or school or whatever it was the next day. Khaleesi says, no need to spam that. Fox has already answered that. He's not planning to update it anytime soon. I'm not. That's why I'm ignoring your question. Carnage Joe says, nearly 40 and love it. And yes, I grew up with it. Well, that's good. The average age of gamers in the US is 35. System. That's an interesting statistic. The average game of gamers is 35. But then they class a lot of... this is you're on difficult territory here now, because obviously there's an argument to be made that do casual mobile games class as gaming? And yes, they are, because they're games. And I mean, I don't call myself a gamer. In fact, I hate the term being a gamer. I think it's such a weird, like, elitist thing to say. Oh, I play more games than most, so I'm a gamer. Or I'm really into games, and so I'm a gamer. Or I follow esports, so I'm a gamer. Or I play hard games, so I'm a gamer. It's just such a weird, stupid thing to say. Anybody that plays games effectively is a gamer. But that said, do like those casual mobile games where you're just flicking balls at other balls and changing the colour of them and they all fall down. Does that count? Miss is saying stop spamming. Oh man, who's spamming now? I'm back. Are you back by any chance? You'll be gone in a minute. You're back, but not for long. Click says, I don't think it really matters how old you are. You can be 3 and play games. You can be 78 and play games. Beehives will spawn on trees with no flowers around, says Lofty. Sometimes they do. Just less of a chance. Hey Foxy, how do you run Truly Bedrock 24/7 with the BDS software? I need to make an SMP. I built all my friends on different time zones. Well, when it was running on the BDS software, I just, get a computer I don't use anymore, put it in a room that's out of the way, turn it on, run the server, and just leave it on. If you're doing it from your personal computer or the PC you're playing on, then you're going to either just have to leave it on all the time, or, not run the BDS and use a hosting service or a realm. The no commands to use here, says Mitz. Oh, Mitz, not got the commands updated yet. Mitz, haven't you done commands yet? Jeez. Can't believe it. Mitz, you got your hands full today, says Lofty. Mitz always has her hands full on, on YouTube streams. Put it in your bathroom, says Carnage Joe. Yeah, that's a good place to put it. Put it in your bathroom. Older estate is 20 and youngest is 5, so I got years of Minecraft to play with the kids. For chat, not for me, lol, says Mitz. Oh, okay. You made it so only you have the special access to the commands. I see. Wow. Mitz holding out on everyone. Ooh, hello, creeper. Oh, man. The person whose message has just been deleted because Mitz says it's got swearing in it says, holy monkeys, when I joined the stream it was at 42 likes, now it's up to 115. You're right, it is, but it's not good enough, peeps. It's actually really good. It's amazing. Thank you so much, but I'm going to complain anyway because that's what I do. My goodness me, do you not realize? Wow, Khaleesi, jeez, look, I'm trying to complain here, Khaleesi, and you're making it very difficult. £10. Thank you very, very much for your £10 super chat. Woo! That's amazing. Thank you so much. So anyway, you want commands for chat, says Mitz. Oh yes, please, Mitz. I want everybody to be able to. Yeah, I was going to say, there was 179 people watching and only 129 likes. 50 of you, 50 people can't be bothered to press that like button. They're sitting there enjoying this hard work and effort that I'm going to keep you all entertained, read your comments, tell you all of the good things, and you can't even be bothered to hit that like button. I don't know why I bother. I'm going to go on strike until I get 150 likes. I'm not going to speak. I'm now going to speak. I'm lying. But can I hit the like button, please? I like it. It makes me happy. I'm not speaking. Oh, I forgot, says Just a Pug. There we go, 151. Ha-ha! Mitt says, I see 101. I see 153 now. Okay, I've liked and I'm 39 and play every day, says Randall. Amazing. Those minecarts still teleporting, says Icon. Oh man, those teleporting minecarts. It's crazy. What on earth happened to minecarts? Right, speaking of being done, it's upset. Sorry. It's upset some bees. To be fair, I'm actually going to need the bees for the... Oh, you don't get the... Do you need silk touch on beehives? What? You got to be joking me. I didn't get any beehives. Oops, I just killed bees for no reason. Place 4 slabs beside each sablet so you get a big oak tree every time. I don't want big oak trees. Big oak trees are an absolute pain. They're an absolute pain to have to deal with big oak trees. No, thank you. I would like small oak trees every time. That's if you can tell me how many slabs I need to place to get small oak tree every time, me and you can be friends, my friend. Okay, now I'm going to have to try and get some more beehives. Jeez. Oh, forget it. I'm not that bothered. We've got a bit of wood. We're done. We've done wood in. We're off. We're doing the off. We've got other things to do. Jeez. Why the move to an external server host, Foxy, says Majesty Mine? Several reasons. The main one for me being that as much as it was nice hosting the server myself, and it's not a difficult thing to do, it did mean that on times that I was away or that I just was having a day off or I just wanted some time to myself, I ended up having to deal with server problems. The servers don't run 100% smoothly all the time. They often have crashes. Sometimes they can get corrupted. Sometimes they need rolling back. Sometimes the packs break and you need to update the packs. And it was just becoming a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, because I was doing it all on my own. And that doesn't sound like that much of a problem, but when I'm trying to do content and make videos and, you know, I was hosting my patron servers in my house as well at the same time, which meant I was doing that across 3 or 4, sometimes 5 different servers all at once, and it just became a bit overwhelming. So I didn't want to partner with anybody on my channel, because I've always liked the fact that I'm not trying to sell to anybody. I don't want you guys to think that you have to purchase things or buy stuff to be, you know, I don't like shoving third-party stuff down people's throats, basically. But I'd been using Cubed Host on and off for absolutely years and years and years. Like years ago, before the BDS ever came out, when I had hosted Java servers before.
Became a member.
Woohoo! Cosmic Kolovsky became a member, VIP. That's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, so when I had Java servers and things like that before, I always used to use Cubed Host, and I'd known them and I'd had technical support with them, and it was a small company, so you get to know each other, and I really liked them, and they were amazing. They had really good technical support, their systems were great, their reliability was fantastic, and they were relatively cheap. And I approached them and I was like, hey, look, I'm looking for to be a partnership for YouTube. Jeez, words. And I want to, you know, partner with you. Can we do a deal? And they were like, oh yeah, no problem whatsoever. But it just happened to coincide with the time they were actually shutting down, sadly. And then they turned around and went, actually, no, we can't. Which was a bit of a shock to me, because I didn't know why, and they couldn't explain to me why at the time. So then I thought, okay, no worries. I'd actually had a few emails from a company called Bisect Hosting, sorry. And one of the other Truly Bedrock members is partnered with Bisect Hosting. So I got in touch with them. I was like, hey, this is the situation. I'm looking to partner with a server hosting company. I understand that you do partnerships with YouTubers. Is this something you consider? And they was like, oh, yeah, definitely. We'll give you some free servers. We'll partner. We'll sponsor your servers. And all you've got to do is put a link to us down in your description in your bottom of your videos and on your live streams. I thought, oh, well, that's nice and easy. I can do that. So I partnered with them. And that was fine, but the servers they were giving were VPS servers. Oh, I just took them out of one and put them in the other because I'm trying to talk. They did VPS servers. They were really lovely people, don't get me wrong. I think the Bisect hosting people are incredibly generous, very, very nice people, and they were absolutely brilliant. So, and there was nothing wrong with their servers at all. I just want to put that out there. There's no issues with their servers at all. But they were running on virtual servers. They weren't dedicated. And in order to run Truly Bedrock and a couple of my patron ones, I really wanted to have a dedicated system. And I knew that from some of the other Truly Bedrock members that had moved over to Nodecraft after the Cubed Host thing had gone down, that was a possibility. So I got in touch with Nodecraft and I'm like, hey, this is the situation. I'm with Bisect Hosting. I'm really looking for something that can offer me a dedicated system. Can we have a chat? And they were like, yeah, no problem. And we had a chat. And now I'm partnered with them instead. So the good news is that Truly Bedrock and my patron servers are all running on a single dedicated unit, which means there's no other servers getting in the way or affecting them or anything like that. The bad news is it is hosted on a separate server now somewhere on the internet, and I don't have as close access to it as I did when I was at home. So it's freed up a lot of my time, and it's freed up a whole room in my house where I don't have to have servers anymore. But I do feel like I miss it a little bit. Love the new furnace array, and the troubleshooting must have been frustrating, says Mohammed. It's all good fun. Sometimes it's frustrating. Depends how much of a rush I'm in. But it was all right. Holmes is here. What part of the UK, Moon? I lived in London for about 10 years, says Mr. Kazman. I'm in the bit somewhere around it, in places. What's the best thing in Minecraft for you, says Yug Sharma? The best thing in Minecraft? That bit. It's the best bit. How about a sugar box that you can put on your back, says Royal Rabbit? I got one on my back. It just doesn't visually show it on my back. Just there, look. In my mind, these are all on my back. I'm balancing them precariously as I walk around with shulker boxes hanging on my back. Now, I know what you mean, a backpack. Yeah, that'd be good to expand your inventory like that. I've talked a lot about that recently, actually, and I would like expanded inventory, definitely. Foxy, what do you think is the best block for building a base? Depends on what base you're building. I don't think there's a best block at all. I think you need to pick the block that's going to suit whatever it is that you're wanting to build. So your first thought shouldn't be what block should I build my base out of. Your first thought should be what base am I going to build? And then when you've decided what base you're going to build, then think which block would that look best in? Is the only thing I can give you about Foxy's house that it's near a beach, says Pranzo. How you doing? Yeah,
N3M3SISX5448 subscribe to the channel.
Way! Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Hey, that's a good point. I never ask people to subscribe on here because I'm always thinking about Twitch live streams, and on Twitch you have to pay to subscribe on there, so I don't like asking people to subscribe unless it's with Twitch Prime because that's free. So here, I can ask you to subscribe without costing you any money, so get subscribed. Woo! Did you know that Foxy don't have a tail, says Royal Rabbit. Mr. Beardstone's here saying, morning. Good morning, Mr. Beardstone. How are you doing today? Are you having a good time? Is everything treating you nicely? What is your next video? Says Killer. When is my next video? My next video will be on Wednesday. What is my next video? My next video is about something. Yay! Wow, that sounds so exciting. I'm going to subscribe. We have a similar accent. I'm from East Anglia, says Hellfire Games. You've actually put you're from East Anglia. Hooray! Subscribers!
Technical Techie subscribe to the channel.
Wow. Look at all you amazing subscribers, you.
Royal Rabbit 4166 subscribe to the channel.
Woo! Check it out, Mr. Beardstone. Look at all my new subscribers. It's amazing, isn't it? Are you jealous, bro? I've just got like 5 new subscribers. I think it's because you turned up, to be honest. Can you come in the next one as well and people will subscribe? Did you ever see Silent's face? Not in game, says Hypesword Gaming. No, never. Not once. Foxy, why can't you make an add-on for a tail? I don't need a tail. I don't need one. I get on perfectly fine with that one. Well, gel, says Mr. Beardstone. Alien Dot says, is it just me or does Stream Lady sound a bit different today? I think it's a different voice for the YouTube ones. How are we doing? Okay. Morning, Foxy, says Mr. Moth Gaming. The video about the furnace array and the errant scaffolding was hilarious, says Mr. No More Wire Hangers. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing that. Speaking of, there it is in all of its glory. What an amazing thing. Oh, I'm proud to call this thing working, sort of, now. Right, next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to leave Truly Bedrock. That's it, I quit. Goodbye, Truly Bedrock. Can't be doing with you anymore. We're going to go over to a test world because I want to look at bees. I want to look at bee farms because I haven't made a bee farm for a long time, and they keep fiddling with it, don't they? They keep fiddling with bees, and every time I put a campfire down near a beehive now, the bees die. So we need to come up with a way. I'm sure you guys already know because you always watch like YouTube channels and things. I don't want somebody else's farm design. I don't want Silent Whisper's bee farm or DB's bee farm or Mr. Beardstone's bee farm. I want Foxy No-Tail bee farm. No offense to any of those people. I'm sure they've got amazing bee farms, but I like making farms, okay? So by all means, throw your tips and advice in the chat when you think I'm struggling or things are going wrong, or you just think you've got something that I might not know about. But I don't want, oh, well, so-and-so does it like this. I don't want to make their bee farm. I want to make my bee farm. Speaking of a bee farm, don't actually need campfires in them, do we? In which case, this design probably still works perfectly well. Campfire block 1 directly below the beehive so they don't catch fire. I did that and they still got on fire. I'm sure they did. Maybe I'm wrong. Put the campfires 2 blocks down from the hive as a suggestion. I think that's where they were originally, Blue. What's about your next tutorial, says Yug. I haven't done tutorials for a while. Are those bees broken? They are, aren't they? Those bees are just completely and utterly broken. Bathe. Bathe. You're broke, mate. What's the matter with you? Here we go. Is there any reason why this farm wouldn't work anymore? This style of farm. I think this is the bottle one. Yeah, it is. When will you do a tutorial for the Emerald Iron Farm? It's unlikely at this point that those tutorials will continue, to be honest with you. I did record most of it. There was a few glitches with it, and they're changing how iron farms and... not iron farms, they're changing how raid farms work again soon. So I don't think there's any point in me putting out a tutorial where things are not going to necessarily work out. Works perfectly fine, says Pranzu. Oh, okay, so I can still use this design. Huh. Okay. In which case... Which, I'm sure I had one that was like... No, that was totally pointless. What was the point in this one? What? Why I built this? What? Which is the one I had on... I had one of these ones on Truly Bedrock Season 2. And that worked fine. On Truly Bedrock Season... No, Truly Bedrock Season 1 that would have been. Truly Bedrock Season 2. I'm pretty sure I just had the, like...
Lightning TLB subscribe to the channel.
No. Can't remember. Replace flowers with azalea leaves, says Mr. Beardstone. Is that a good idea? What's the advantage of that, Mr. Beardstone? Explain. Carol says, yeah, you locked the bees out. Although they're under the hive, so not sure unless you just need more space. I use trapdoor above the campfire. Trapdoors not to burn. I don't need campfires. I only need campfires if you're interfering with the hives yourself, don't you? So I don't need campfires. I could be wrong, but I think that the flower has to be a block away from the beehive. Unfortunately, there is still no way to tell when the honeycomb will land, so loss is still a factor. Yeah, but I'm doing bottles rather than honeycomb, although I would like one for honeycomb as well. Mitz says this is where signposts would help. What, in my my mob farm? Remember all the pillagers surrounding your honey farm? Yes! Can you look at old seasons, says Holmes. They were, I can, but I don't have them on this this profile, and the only ones I got are a bit broken, so I can't see anything in them. The flowering ones, flowers can block hive entrances and cause collisions. Oh, okay. Okay, let's build ourselves a new beehive. Bee. No, we don't want nests. We want hives. We're going to do this properly. We don't want them natural things. We want it all fancy and broken and foreign. Glass. Hoppers. Hopper minecart, probably. Maybe a hopper. Maybe a chest minecart. I could do it like my rail one. Ah, that might be a good idea. Okay, so we want rail. Let's have a detector rail for luck. We want some just normal blocks. Let's use some concrete. Not coconuts, concrete. It's not coconuts, cocoa beans. No, it's coconut. I don't think I need anything else. Just millions of bottles, I guess. Okay. Let's go build a brand new bee farm. Hooray. Oh, good. All my chunks is broke. Your chunks is broke, bro. Oh, no. Okay, bee. I'm going to do it 5 wide for the sake of YouTube. I also want this to fit in one of my little buildings as well, which is, I don't want it massive. I just find the solid flowering blocks to be a bit less jibby. Jibby. Amazing. Good word, Mr. Beardstone. Oh, I need dispensers. You heard it here first, by the way, peeps. Mr. Beardstone finds flowering azaleas a little bit less jibby. And I'm glad we know this now. It's important information. I might have got this wrong a little bit. Quick. Solid block. Oh, of course. Yes, it's coming out of the beehives, not the dispensers. Yeah, okay. Don't worry, guys. I got this. I know exactly what I'm doing. You used to have to block the back of the beehives because the bees would go in all of the sides, but they'll only go in the front now, won't they? So don't actually need that anymore. So we could do that like this. And then I believe that might work. Which means we can shave a block off there. Oh no, I'll need at least one block in front of there. Otherwise, my redstone's not going to link up. Lol, Jibby shall be added to my vocabulary now, says Khaleesi. I know, I never heard Jibby. That's amazing. Mr. Beardstone strikes again with his amazing Jibby. Right, flower and azalea. Now, can I put it there, or does it need to be there? Five blocks OCD go brr, says our books, but I want it to have a one wide middle. Good morning, Foxy. Hi from Manchester. Sunny behaves in winter. Jibby, awesome. What? Foxy, can you give your Tez world? Absolutely not. No, it's my Tez world. Get your own. You can't have my Tez world. Who do you think you are? Right, we're going to have a hopper minecart down there as well, aren't we? In order to suck the items out of there. So I should have built this a few blocks up, really, I guess. Remember Mr. Barbecue from Foxy's old videos? This is, what do you mean, old videos? He was in my Truly Bedrock Season 3 special. He's gone but not forgotten. Right, chest. My bees get stuck under their hives all the time. Bees is dumb. Well, we can put let's put some glass under the hives. There we go. Problem solved. You're welcome. Problem with having a one wide middle. Gonna have to have a single chest. Okay. Mini. Don't forget that one. There we go. Right. Lever. Khaleesi says, how about using the azalea leaves as bottom row of the farm instead of glass? And then glass on top of those. Don't know if I'm explaining that well. You didn't explain that well at all, Khaleesi. I have no idea what you're talking about. Do what now? Flowers can go up one, says Deruza. Can they really? Oh, okay. I'll just break everything, Deruza. That's fine. Don't you worry about it, mate. We'll just smash it all to bits because Deruza said so. We'll build a perfectly good farm, but no. Deruza said. Jeez. I can't have anything. This is supposed to be Foxy No Tail's amazing honey farm that's going to get me millions of views and subscribers, and you guys are ruining it. I'm kidding. No, thank you for the tips. It's been a while since I made a honey farm. Okay. Better? What is the painful farm you ever made, Foxy, says Royal Rabbit. The meat waffle. The meat waffle. It's just so annoying having to make the circles. You don't have to make it in circles, but the ones we did. Oh, man. Will bees or not will be? That's the question. Doesn't matter. I'm changing my mind. Oh, no, I don't. No. Okay. Nice. So you're saying the bees will be perfectly happy in that one wide gap? Mitz says no one's twisting your arms. They are, Mitz. They're all twisting my arm. I can feel him doing it. Right, bees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, don't come flying out. Stay in. It's not enough bees, but it'll do. It'll do. Buzz off, you. I think they'll get stuck, says Khaleesi. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I mean, I'm happy to take advice from all of the the peeps in the chat, because they clearly know more than I do about this, but I am slightly concerned. Okay, so this is just going to be where all the good stuff lives then. Let's come around the back, pop one of those on there, and just have a chest full of empty bottles. But we need to have enough empty bottles in all the leaves that they're all full. Or we could do shears. We could do shears and have this as a honeycomb farm, I guess. At least that's a nice way to test it at the minute. Helps if you know how to spell shears, doesn't it? Don't you need redstone signal of 5? The solid block will trigger the dispensers early, says CRCD2. Oh, really? Okay. I don't think that will matter too much, to be honest with you. It might do. But I don't think that will. Because it'll spit the glass bottles out early, I guess. I don't know. I was just assuming it would work because we can go a block further back. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it needs to come a further block, we can. What did we have over here? We had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. All right, geniuses. Look at all you with your smarts. Prove them wrong, bees. Prove them wrong. I'm not doing anything. You're doing something. Right. Applications. Minecraft. Yes. Make it mini fast. Whoa. My bees has got into overdrive. They're not going back in there. I knew this would happen. This design no good, mate. The bees won't go back in their holes. They need more room. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. So, this design, totally useless. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, Mr. No-Tail. Can always rely on us. Bunch of completely useless know-it-alls that don't know anything, as it turns out. What is happening, says Royal Rabbit. I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. But let's try this again. Because that did not work. And yes, I'm doing it 6 wide this time, okay? Jeez. Have the glass go too high. I know, Holmes. I know. That's what I was doing before. But no. All of the smart people, all of the clever clogsies were like, oh, they don't need any room at all. They're perfectly fine with no room. Excuse me, which school did you get your moron degree from? What? Now, technically, I guess maybe if I made... Oh, that might be a bit of an easier way of doing this, actually. Will that work? Yeah. Okay. All right. It was my fault, not you lot. You do you, lol, says Mitz. That should work surprisingly well. Okay. That's the way to do it then. You lot were right. I'm a moron. It's all good. I like being a moron. It helps. Holmes. Well, you listen to them, so that doesn't... Oh, my goodness me. All these messages appearing and deleting. What? That doesn't make any sense at all. Mitz, do you understand anything that one's saying? Where did you get your moron degree from? See, from Dr. Brian Fields. I got it from the same place as you all did. Foxy No-Tail's School of How to Be a Complete and Utter Moron. Jeez. Shut up. Leave me alone. You don't know. Okay. Well, I'm still making another one. All right. I'm going to do the redstone right this time. You'll see. And you'll all be sorry. I don't know why you'll be sorry, but you will. I'm not a moron. Much. When you're really good at building, you don't even know what redstone is, says Roll Rabbit. You what? Pardon? Oh, are we back in the, if you're good at redstone, that means you can't be a builder. Or if you're good at building, you can't know how to do redstone. People can be all things, bro. They can be whatever they want. You can do it all. Just like me. Expert level 9. No. Expert. Oh, no. I'm going to have chests in there now. Oh, jeez. That was accident. I didn't mean to do that. Mitz made me do... Oh, no. Oh, no. It wasn't Mitz. It was someone else. Not allowed to blame Mitz. Get in trouble. All right. All the shares in the world, please. I'm a builder and I do not understand redstone, says Problematic Dreamer. Now, I never said everybody does. I said everybody can. What's happening, right, says Brenton Morris, with doing the old... So, beehives produce a redstone signal. I thought that needed an observer. Nope. Beehives, you can measure how many fulls they are by how many redstones they've got. Wow, good job, Hopper Minecart. Jeez. Oh, I'm probably locking that Hopper, am I? Nope, Hopper Minecart just done. Oh, I didn't want to put any in that one. Why? I don't know, just didn't feel like it. But I want them in that one as well. Oh, can't be bothered. I bet it's on a chunk border. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Jeez. Right. Good. Now we just need infini-bees adding into the system. There's got to be a way of easily adding bees in here without losing... Oh, I've got an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Many bees. More. Okay. Bing. Nope. Bing. There we go. Okay, bees. We have nothing in the chest. Let's engage turbo bees. Turbo bees, go. Oh, look at them go. They're being really good. Deruza says dispenser. Yes. They are dispensers. I didn't use droppers, did I? I did. That's okay. Dispensers. Oh, honeycomb splattering out everywhere. People did say this was potentially a problem. Okay, we'll just cover up that bit there. Let's use full solid blocks. That's fine. Nothing in there. Oh, I ain't put a Hopper minecart there. No. I've not got any for some reason. They just work though. This is good news. And that one doesn't because the redstone's wrong. But apart from that, this one works perfectly. Ready, go. Go, Mega Bees. Forgot the collection system, says Namsef. No, I didn't. You did. The honeycomb still finds a way out, says Khaleesi. Yeah, honeycomb. It's like crazy. Items go all over the place in Bedrock anyway, don't they? Pickles says teleport yourself. I did, Pickles. Foxy, do you watch Hermitcraft vids? I haven't for a while, but I used to. I do like Hermitcraft. I think it's great. I think what they all do is absolutely fantastic. It's just finding time to do stuff. And generally speaking, when you do Minecraft all day long as a content creator, when you do finally find time to sit and relax, last thing you want to do is watch Minecraft videos. Right. It's working! It's working! Timmy says I will be copying this farm at a later date. Okay, that's good news. So, and this would work with the bottles one as well, but we would just need to make sure that it's absolutely rammed with bottles. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. So we just got to build this on Truly Bedrock now, but I actually need a new building for it to go in. So what I'm going to do now... Give me a structure block. Give me some bees. Nope, wrong side. I want to go on this side. Nope, I don't. I want to go over here. There. Okay. So let's say, how big is it? 10? Nope, too many. 8. 7. By 7. Oh, by 8. By 7? Yeah. Oh, no. The chest is somehow sticking out the other side of that. There we go. Bees. Save. Okay. And take this. You might want to put water on the bottom instead of a hopper line. Then put hoppers at the end of the water. Bedrock and bee farms are garbage. Honey bottles. Okay. Hang on a minute then before we go off and do that. The thing I like about the hopper minecart is they will suck up quite a good range of stuff. Whereas if you're using water... No, I can't use water streams. Can't use water streams because we've got these sailor bushes there. So no, this system will work absolutely fine. We're not messing with it now. Have a nice dream. Catch you later, says Cosmic Kolofsky. See you later, Cosmic Kolofsky. Right. So these are the buildings that we've been using. How big is it gonna fit? I think it's gonna be a block too big. Oof. It might need spinning around a bit. It kind of just about goes in. Just needs spinning round a touch. 270? That's on the blue line, is at the back. Blue line's at the... Where is the blue line? Load. Oh, it fits. It fits perfectly. I can get in and out absolutely fine. We might need, oh jeez, a slightly bigger building. It'll be tight, lol, says Killer Armor. Yeah, just to think. What do you think if you start teaching students about redstone in school? Who, me? If a school wants to pay me to go and teach the children how to use redstone, I wouldn't turn down the opportunity. Depends where the school is. If it's not local to me, then probably wouldn't do it. Not prepared to relocate. But there we go. We've now got a bee farm inside one of these little buildings, but the building needs to be bigger. Maybe something like this, but not quite as stupid on the bottom would be a better build for that. Possibly. Potentially. Got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do, peeps. A lot of work. Right. Okay. That's enough messing about with bees for now. I don't know. I could build the farm and then just build the building around it, I guess. I didn't really want to do that yet, but I think that's probably a good idea. Okay. And it's getting the bees in there, isn't it? I suppose you could put bees on leads. Don't worry, be happy, says our books. Indeed. Do you watch Empire's SMP, Foxy? I saw a couple of them at the beginning, but unfortunately it's another case of I don't have time to watch all of this, so unfortunately not. Right, I'm going to disappear for 2 seconds. I need to go to the little boy's room. I'll be back in a second. So, yeah, we'll crack on starting to build something like that on TB. I'm back. And I had a little idea. We might be having a change of heart on this bean farm. Oh my goodness, Royal Rabbit's had a lot of messages deleted. Jeez. Why? Right, okay. I got an idea, peeps. I got an idea. What if we didn't have a bee farm at all? What? But you're on about making a bee farm. I know, but what if we didn't have a bee farm at all? But that doesn't make sense. It might not make sense to you, but it makes perfect sense to me. Right. Oof. That's a good idea, says Steve Boy. I know, right? Brilliant idea. Don't know why I didn't think of it myself. Okay, we got a dispenser. What we need to do is have that triggered on a slow basis. So we might have to do some digging underground here. I'm just imagining we got a little system where we've got beehives in a field of flowers, right? It'll look beautiful. And around that field, we could potentially let them go three. We could potentially let them go free, but I'm thinking maybe make some sort of marquee over the top of it just to sort of keep them in. So let's say we had a field that was a couple of chunks big. Okay? I know a fence isn't going to keep in a bee. Don't worry, I haven't lost my mind completely. He's lost his mind completely. I haven't. It's okay. I love this idea, says Pranzu. I don't want a load of bees trapped in a thing. I don't need that much honeycomb. I just want to have a bee farm, and I want to make it fun and interesting. So that's what I'm trying. I don't know how we're going to get sides on this thing, but that's okay. Someone just said we got 180 likes. That's good. It's amazing. Free range bees, says Deruza. Yeah. Shh, Stringy says, Mitz. What did Stringy say? Fun game for breaks. People spam numbers and Mitz keeps timing them out. That does sound like a fun game. Now, I wouldn't normally put carpet on the top of that because I think that would look quite nice anyway if we liked it. If we did it tall and decorated it with some leaves and things, I think that could look nice. But I'm just thinking the bees won't be able to fly through the carpet. Chances are they'll all go and get stuck up here in the not the scaffolding, you know what I mean, in the fences, and it's going to be a completely rubbish waste of time. But you never know. Could be fun. Could be good. We're giving it a go. We're seeing. We're finding out. We could actually just cover the entire roof with leaves, actually. That might be a better thing to do, rather than carpet. We'll do carpet for now. And up the sides, I guess we could have some sort of arrangement of leaves and things, just keeping the whole thing so there's no gaps for them to get out, I guess. I don't know. We'll worry about that later. The design of the whole thing doesn't matter right now. What matters is it going to work? So what we need is a system that we can activate underground, get the items to spit out what we want, and then get collected, but still just look like a field with the flowers. So I don't want anything any more visible than a beehive effectively just on the floor. That's all I want to see from above. Okay? How hard could it be? Do you get it? How hard could it be? Oh, it's a genius. So let's just make a small area to do some tests with. So I think one way we could potentially collect the stuff that's falling onto the grass is with hopper minecart running underneath. But then we've got a hopper minecart running around a relatively big area. So maybe that's not the best idea. So let's assume that we've got this area underground. We've got a chest down there, which is all feeding into. And we got some hoppers. And I guess if we did it like that, this is going to cost a lot. This is going to be a very expensive bee farm. And we put some rail on each one of those. No, not each one of those. Like that. Okay. Don't panic, peeps. The bees aren't going to fall off. Or the minecart things. We put hopper minecarts on there. Like that. Okay. So now we've got a collection system. This is good news. It's exactly what we needed. And that's given us a hole through the middle that we can activate a dispenser, which will be facing upwards. No. Stop. Oh, jeez. Let's get rid of those for now. Into our beehive. So that probably wants to be a block taller with the beehive there. Now we probably have like 2 or 3 of these underneath that area. So we just need to be able to activate that dispenser now, which the easiest thing to do with that is probably observers. They need to look up. No, they don't. They need to look down. In the blaze of glory. There we go. Make a custom tree with a beehive in it. Redstone can be hidden in the trunks, says Andy Francis. That does sound like a good idea, but I'm rubbish at custom trees, and it sounds like it would be massive, and I'm trying to do all this to the same sort of scale for the rest of my area. I don't think the bees would go off too far anyway. I think they're only going to disappear if they go over chunk borders. So we might be able to get away with this without having sides on it. And I guess I could always replenish the bees if I really needed to. Once we got a bunch of bees in there, I'm sure it'll be fine. So something like that, I don't know, a little field with the flowers. And then all we need to do is have a redstone contraption that's occasionally firing that. Now, will the shears take durability and if there's nothing in there? Oh, we need a way of getting shears into there as well. We haven't thought this bit through, peeps. Kind of annoying how the glass doesn't connect to each other, says... yeah, it's fine. How would you refill the dispensers, Chris Hunkin? That's exactly what we're thinking right now. What we need is a way to refill the dispenser. Okay, let's just do a separate system over here. So we'll have a couple of observers going into a dropper and then a dispenser. So we could quite easily have hoppers going into that with shears in. No, not chests. And then every time we activated that, that's going to activate both of those because it will send us a redstone signal through that. So that's not a problem. But then we still need to get items into that dropper. I don't think we'll be able to do that another block down. That's not going to carry all the way through there. Boo! They'll go into the top one, but not the bottom one. They're not out the top one. Maybe use a trapdoor and fill manually. Shears last a long time. I could, but there's going to be things in the way. Oh, no, they're not going to be in the way. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. We can use a nice, sneaky trapdoor. Or we could even just use I don't know. Yeah, trapdoor is the best idea. Good thinking. Trapdoor. Trapdoors for the win. Okay, now we... Oh. Now we have a way to access. Good thinking. Give that person a house point. Miss. Give him a house point. 9 shears last a long time. Break 1 grass next to the dispenser to refill manually. Could do that as well, yeah. But then the bees will all go down the hole, no doubt. Do the shears take durability? It doesn't with manual harvesting. Last time I checked this Kitsune. I don't think they will. Minecraft's normally pretty clever when it comes to that sort of stuff, but that's what I want to test next. So, there's no reason we couldn't just have a ridiculously slow redstone clock, which I would use an Etho hopper clock for. But for the sake of testing here, we're just going to make a very, very basic clock. Okay? And I know this is near the hopper line. I know this is going to block the hoppers, but that's not the point. The point right now is... Great. It's flapping me trapdoor! Okay, we'll have the trapdoor there instead. Now it is shearing it, and they're not using durability. There we go. Perfect. So now we can have a field of bees. 1 house point to Gryffindor, lol, says Gryffindor Ramel. Dispensers fired shears do use durability, says Stuart Hillman. No, they don't, mate. We just prove it. No Durability was used. Hopper with green carpet over it, says Miles Goku. Could do that as well. Yeah, we could put a hopper there. We could definitely do that. I don't... Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. Oh, no, no, no. The problem with that is we'll start getting... No, we'll start getting honeycomb. Well, actually, that doesn't matter. You might be onto something here, although I kind of did like the convenience of the trapdoor. But then if, like, honeycomb ends up in there, is it going to fire it back out again? It is. Oh, okay. That's good then. So that should have all gone... Should have... Yeah. Oh, nice. Even better. Kitsune says maybe it works different with honey in the hive. Yeah, if we could get a hive that's not actually fully full and test that, that would be good. Let's go and see if we can get a not actually fully full beehive. One that's got a little bit of honey in it. We need something that's slightly honeyfied. It's very difficult to tell, isn't it? I thought they had like stages. Do they not have stages anymore? You guys got stuck again. You morons. You did this. It's your fault. See, those ones are clearly all full. I'm sure there was a way of testing, like, if it had a little bit in it. I've took that one with its data. I don't know whether it's got any in it or not. But let's find out. Which means smashing it all to bits again. Still not using any. So no, I'm going to say I'm happy with that not doing that. And obviously we'll have it on an etho hopper clock, so it'll take forever to actually dispense anyway. And now we can have bees in their own little bee place. So how are we going to make the bee place look? That's the next question. That's what we're all asking. How are we going to make the bee place look? Does it need to be taller, do you think? Let's make another one of those. I can't bother to build it all again. But you can only see them on Java, says Pranzu. Oh, great. Look at the redstone behind. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. See, there's people on this internet place with smarts. This first one. That's the one I took. So, yeah, it definitely had a bit of honey in it. So, yeah, that's good then. Good. Problem solved. How big are we going to make the old beehive, though? The area. How big are we? We can't really do it bigger than a chunk. Which means we're probably not going to fit all that many in. And then we need to discover which part of my base we're going to build it in, I guess. 200 likes! There's 199 on my screen. Come on. One more person. Hit that like button. Do Foxy No Tail a favour. We've freed the bees in today's live stream. Glass panes instead of fences, like a glass house. No, I don't really want a glass house. I won't go with the sort of the natural outsidey feel that I'm doing. Nice idea, but not for me, I'm afraid. Oh. My only concern with using the flowering ones there is the bees like trying to fly upwards to get into them. If there's plenty of flowers on the floor, hopefully they won't track upwards. They probably will. They'll all get stuck. And then I'll be complaining about how stupid my bees are. I don't want birch. Acacia, dark oak, azalea. What was the other one we were using? Oh, it's jungle, wasn't it? We were using the other day. Jungle, we discovered, looked quite nice with all of this stuff as well. Hi Foxy, how are you? Says it's Penguin. I'm alright, thank you. How are you doing? You having a nice time? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for your message. I kind of like the carpet on top actually, but I think with this we could probably do more. I know we could like jiffle this up a bit. What's that? Jibby, Mr. Beardstone said earlier, didn't he? We could jibby it up a bit. Make it a little bit more 3D. I don't know, we'll concentrate more on that on the actual server. I'm doing good, getting ready for school. Good for you. We could do hanging stuff. I'm not very good at these sorts of things. The leaves and stuff hanging off it, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Do vines break their pathfinding? That could help the sides, as a Rick Roy. That is a good idea. And glow vines. I haven't got any glow vines yet. I haven't been to a place that sells them. Let's find out. Get me the bone meal. Few flowers around. Probably use different colours and things on the actual server, but for now, so you can get the idea. Vines off the edge, says Deruza. What, like from there? It's genius. Can't bone meal vines. Vines. Oh, you're so hard to... Can I not? What? Oh, you have to put the... You can only place them on blocks, can't you? And then you have to break the blocks. Of course. Makes perfect sense. Oh. And then that happens. Okay. Plan B. Can I put glow vines under any of these? No. Can't put glow vines on those, but... Grow! Whee! What are you making, Foxy? Says you've Ray. We're making a semi-free range bee farm. I think this looks pretty awful with all of those vines. But it does look more natural than I think those fences around the outside down here actually worked quite well. I can't get in though if I do that. That's the downside to this. I'll have to have a gate. Maybe we could do it at like a couple of blocks taller. The question is though, is me bees gonna disappear? Let's have a bunch of bees in here. Find out. We only need a couple of hives. Yeah, look, they're going already. He's off. Done one. Looks like a house got hair, says Pranzu. What about glowberries or green nether vines? Green nether vines are not going to work here because they're blue. Glowberries, as we've discovered already, you can't hang them from any of this stuff. What's your first video on YouTube, says Yug? Why don't you go back and have a look through my channel? It's easy enough to find. Foxy, does everyone on Truly Bedrock use a PC to record? I think most of us do now, yeah. I don't know if Zap still uses his Xbox sometimes. Use some moss, says Wolfie. I don't really... Maybe. I don't think I really want moss on the roof. I don't really want this to look like a... What's it called? One of them things. We might get away with a bit of moss on the roof. Yeah, maybe a little bit here and there, and then we can have some of that on some of the edges in places just to help keep the bees in a little bit, possibly. I don't like this. I'm not very good at doing things like that. I need an expert leaf placering person. Placering? That's what I said, didn't I? Yeah, I'm not too good at leaf dangling. It's a bit jibby. Maybe something that looks like a greenhouse, says Pickles. I don't want a greenhouse. I don't want it to look like it's made of glass. Sorry, I know that would be a good idea because it would keep the bees in, but I just don't. I don't want glass in that build out there. Can you tell us more about your Patreon services, Hellfire Games? What would you like to know? I'm more than happy to tell you as much as I can about it. Pickles is probably the man to tell you, though. Lanterns, says Killer RML. Yeah, lanterns would be good. We can hang lanterns in there. I'm more concerned, can those beans fly through the vines? And as you can see, yes, they can. Yes, they can. I kind of like this idea, though. And provided I don't know where they're going. I really don't know where they're going. Providing the flowers are not too far away or there's nothing else too nearby to attract them, I think we'll be all right as long as we're chunk aligned. What's the green screen rocket? That was from season 1, where Big Chicken was being missiled from Silent Whisper's base. That was the rockets that were missiling Big Chicken. How do we sign up to So High Games? Well, you need to become a patron, which you can go to patreon.com/FoxyNoTail. And on there, you will find there are several tiers. The VIP tier will get you onto the VIP server. And there is a Bedrock VIP server and a Java Edition one. So you can play on either of those. And all you have to do is be over 18, and that's it. One more layer of the fence, and the bees will stay inside. It's got nothing. Yeah, but, well, is that true? Can they not get out 2 block high fences? I just think we're verging on... He said virgin. Oh, my goodness me. We're verging on it looking just like a big fence box, though. That's my only concern at this point. Yeah, I don't like that. Maybe if we did something more around the bottom of it. Let's grab some trapdoors. It's a shame you can't choose not to have fences connected. You could have them going straight down rather than connected. I don't know how that would help us, to be honest, in this situation. But, yeah, it could do, I guess. Just think, if we did a row of trapdoors around the bottom. I love my... Spruce trapdoors, the best block in the game, bro. The best block in the game. See, that doesn't look so bad now. Still looks a little bit like a sandwich. But if we did the roof a block higher, maybe, so there wasn't quite the same gap. We might get away with that. Oof, this looks awful. It looks really bad. Oh, the bees eat the glowberries. I didn't know the bees would be attracted to the glowberries. Huh. That's something to consider. So we don't want glowberries on there then. No bees, you can't have them. Shoo. Honey sandwich, let's get soon. Hey, Fox, you remember you made blaze turrets? Wonder if something like that would keep them in. It probably... that's... No. Yes, it... Yeah, and no. Right, okay, let's try it. I don't know whether... Because they fly. Blazes technically don't fly. And also, I'd have to have magma blocks around everything. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, it'll just fly over, look. Be smart. Blaze not smart. Blaze is dumb. Come at me, bro. I can't. It's too hot. Don't like hot things. You made a fire. Oh, yeah. Oh, just in case. Please try bamboo. It's green and will prevent them moving through, says Tra. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure bees could path around through bamboo. Surely. Surely. Let's give it a go. Let's make a little bamboo wall. Okay, I don't need bone meal apparently in creative to do bamboos. And put a bee inside. No, that's not a bee. It's a blaze. Get it out. Quick. Oh, phew. It flowed out again. Let's put some things on top so they can't fly out. Okay, we have bee cage made of bamboos. Will bee stay in a cage? Oh, interesting. So we have another green block that we could... I got rid of those. Oh, they're pollinating them. They're pollinating the glow vines and it's making them glow berries on. So we can't use blaze. We can't use those at all. Can it pass around through strings, says Pickles? I don't know, Pickles. I don't know all of the answers to all of these questions. Let's find out. Let's build a string cage for our bees. Why not? We're here doing crazier things today. Let's make a string cage for the bees. It's a nice cage you got there, Mr. Bee. I know, it's made of string. Okay, so we know bamboo works. But will a string cage keep the bees in? There's only one way to find out. No, they will not. Oh my gosh, Fox is so smart, says Kitsune. How am I, in other news, Glowberry farming currents, says Carol. Yeah. If only there was a way, could you use a dispenser on glowberries to dispense them? Do you mean, can you use a dispenser to get the glowberries off? Yeah. I need some glowberries. Oh man, it's so annoying. There we go. Right. Shears. Look, even in creative, my inventory's just so full. So full. Stop. Okay. No, I don't want trapdoors in there. I don't want levers in there. Stop. No. No, boo. But we can go along and get them. Prevent hostile mobs, so should be surely, says Trout. Bees can fly, that's the problem. Could you try extinguish campfires to make the middle of the roof like a gazebo? I could do that, yeah. The problem with that, I love campfires and I love how they look when they are extinguished. But the big problem is they are half slabs, which means you can't put anything on top of them. Can I shift click that? No, I can't. Great. Pick block is what I meant. So I could absolutely 100% do the roof with campfires, and it would look good. But it's then when we put leaves on it, it's not going to look good unless they were on top of the leaves. But I don't think that would look right if they're on top of the leaves. Just looks like we've got a load of campfires on top of the leaves. I like the leaves on top. Although I think you might be onto something with that, even better than having leaves on top, to be honest with you. But it does look nice and green, doesn't it? I know that looks awful because I've not done a very good job there. Those blazes really want to get in. I want to go get at the beehives. Well, apart from the glowberry problem, trapdoors hide in the sides of the campfires, says... well, what's the point in using campfires if you're going to hide them? I think the whole point of the campfires is they look pretty, is it not? Foxy, why don't you start a modded Truly Bedrock server? Because I don't want to play modded Minecraft. I like modded Minecraft, but I like playing vanilla, thank you. Do bees go back into Hive if they are leashed, says John Trevner. That's an interesting question. That's a very interesting question. Let's find out. If they do, surely the lead would pop off. It's not going to stay on it, is it? It's an interesting question, though. Let's go away from everything. Get towards the bee. Put it on a lead. Put it on a post. Put a hive down. And then we'll give the bee its favoritist present. We all know that bees love glowberries the most. That's all they want for Christmas. Buy a bee a glowberry and it'll be your best friend for life. Here you go, bee. You're welcome. Pollinate the glowberries, bee. There you go. I did it for you.
Brianna Foot subscribed to the channel.
Hey, thank you for the subscription. Hello, Dorsal Dawn. Yes, they go back in, says Dorsal. Interesting, interesting. Doesn't like my glowberries, this bee. This bee wants a flower. You want a flower? Hey, yo, no coming over for me glowberries. There we go. Bee has found flower. Excuse me. What's your favourite YouTuber, says Yug? There's this a really amazing guy called Foxy No Tail. He's the best. Cheat engine. Speed up the process. Oh, yeah, drops the lead. Drops the lead, just as I thought. Don't need to use cheat engine. We have figured it out already. No good. I think this will be fine, as long as we get rid of the glowberries. Let's just try. Just do a little bit of bamboo around a couple of the edges, just to mix it up a little bit. Get rid of that. It could look nice, I guess. Blaze, you can't go in. No. Bracket. Boom. Oh, he died. What a shame. I didn't see that come in. Died of a broken heart because all he wanted to do was go in there and play with the bees. Oh, we might get away with some bamboo in there, maybe. Yeah, I really like that one YouTuber. Doesn't have a tail, looks like a fox. There's no more wire hangers. Blaze wants a new life as a bee, says Pickles. Too late. Blaze has no life at all. Oh my goodness, bees, you're all crazy. Stop interfering with glowberries. You can play with the flowers. There's no glowberries there. Are you really stuck on the fence? Are you all stuck on the... Dude, the fence is too high. Good idea. Whoever's genius idea that was. They're still hanging about. They're not going anywhere. They're just sticking around. I think it'll be fine. And like I say, if we do lose a few bees, what's a few bees between friends? I don't know about this second row of fences. I'm sorry, whoever's idea that was. I don't mind the trapdoors around the bottom, I think, look kind of good. And that kind of separates the whole thing. These have all got to go. Goodbye, vines. Foxy No Tails, Buzzy Bee Sanctuary. You're all going to be building this next week. No, no, it's rubbish. No, it's brilliant. The best thing you've ever seen on Minecraft. No, it really isn't. I want actual honey, not just lots of missing bees. Shh, no, you don't. You want the beautifulness. Leaf the vines out of it, says Timmy C. Ah. Great stream. I've been enjoying this stream a lot today, says Annette. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Speaking of, we are, unfortunately, in that moment just before I do the old disappearing and saying goodbye. I don't know whether I want the campfires on there or not. I do like the campfires on there. Just kind of... I don't know if I prefer the green of the leaves. I don't know. I don't know. I knew you would do that. Okay, so we can't put flowering azalea on the roof. No bees. Why don't you go for the flower? There's literally flowers right there. Why aren't you going for the flowers? I gave you flowers. Just for you guys, you know? You're not having it. Get the flowers. But I like the pink ones. You're not having them. No. Shoot. Get off. Oops. Sorry, bee. What about campfires just around the edges? Maybe. How old are you, says somebody. Oh, how old do you think I am? Balrog equals bands, says Pickles. Miss Barrow says, add glowberries, bonus, they'll have a chance to grow berries as well. I don't really want glowberries. I don't have any real need for glowberries. They're completely useless. They're absolutely no good for anything. At all. There's just another thing to put in chests. You can make glow vines with them. I know. I think I might have some in there though. I did like those glowberries hanging down, and it did seem to make the bees happy. That actually doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you, with the campfires around the edges. Doesn't look bad at all for Foxy No-Tail's amazing Buzzy Bee Sanctuary. So let's grab some more moss. They glow. They're berries. What more do you want? It's pickles. That is true. That is true. But, you know, with these bees around, it's going to end up looking like Blackpool Illuminations. All these the glowberries around. Bees, 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 come make my glowberries glow more, please. Bees. Couple of gates. Nice. What? It's the perfect bee farm. Eat the glowberries, says Lofty. No, Lofty, they don't even taste nice. They're made of nuclear waste. That's why they glow. Will you doing any farms with Slack like you did for season 3, says Pajama Llama. I'm not against it, but he seems to be off doing his own thing at the minute, so we haven't got any plans to. If you want glowberries, a micro farm is the better way to get them, says Neglu. Yeah, probably. Good evening here from the Philippines, Mr. No-Tail. Hello there, Crispy H2O. Love Foxy's impressions of us, says Nemesis. I absolutely love it. It's the best bee farm, free-range bee farm, I've ever seen today. I think you're 5 million years old. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I am indeed 5 million years old. You nailed it. Why not have some little potted plants in here as well? I think that could look nice. There you go, bees. Have some potted plants in your little garden. Your little garden of beehive heavenness. Oh, what? How many hives are you going to put in there, says Bee Speedy? Probably, like, 1. I don't know, 2 or 3. I hadn't thought this through, really. Can you tell? A couple. Bit of podzol. You can't have a mucky little area without podzol and coarse dirt. It's in the corners. Try and encourage the bees to keep away from the edges. Oops. Oh, it's so beautiful, Foxy No-Tail. It should be in a gallery, that bee farm. I know. I was thinking exactly the same thing myself. In the Tate Modern. And then, you know, in a few hundred years' time, it'll be in the Natural History Museum as best free-range bee farm ever designed in a YouTube live stream on the 24th of January 2022. Made by Sir Foxy No-Tail. The best Minecrafter to have ever lived, according to his mum. Good morning, I finally caught a live stream. Feels weird giving you a like in real time, says J Sarge. Thank you for the like, J Sarge. About time somebody did it off their own back without me having to remind them. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, other people. Just putting that out there. Just saying. It's beautiful. Seems legit to me, says Timmy C. Sir Foxy of the Berkshire No-Tails. Berkshire? Berkshire? Then all we need is a couple of little lanterns dotted about the place. You know, just for extra, bit of extra spice. And then, just like that, Bob's your uncle. Job's a good one. Then at night time, look how beautiful it is. Just like real life. The bees have not made my vines RTXE yet. RTXE? Global yet. That one hurt, lol, says no more wire hangers. Wow. Mark's my uncle, not Bob, says just a bug. Why are you not using redstone to farm the bee? Well, we did that first, and then I just decided I want it to be more interesting, and I just think this is more interesting. We're going to be using this underneath the ground to actually get the honey stuff. So we do have a farm around this, but this is what it's going to look like. And I think it looks great, apart from this stupid bit of leaf at the edge. Oh, honey, that's so beautiful, says Magnus. Ah, I love it. Christopher says, I'm trying to watch your stream at work. They keep asking me to do stuff. The cheek of it. How dare they? Don't they realise it's Foxy No-Tail streaming here? Good morning, Foxy, says Chewbacca. Good morning. Oh, Mitt's deleting messages again. Why did you delete that, Mitts? I think you're 5 million years old. Grumpy Mitts. I say, put it near Mr. Beardstone there. Nobody will steal my bees. And then people will think he's built it. And they won't think what a expert level 99 builder I am if I do that, will they? We need people to realise this is a Foxy No-Tail, 100% Foxy No-Tail, skillful, best farm Minecraft 2022. I don't want Mr. Beardstone stealing my thunder. No, I don't want a bee. I want the azalea. Have you seen that farm at Foxy No-Tail's base that Mr. Beardstone made? That's what they'll all be saying if we do that. If we go down that route. Then I'll be sad. I'm not trying to feed it to you. Oh my goodness. Stop following me. Stop holding flowers then. No. Don't. I'm about to... There we go. Yeah, there you go. Eat. Weird, they won't eat the glowberries, but I'm sure that made it grow. Oh well. Whatever. You borrow stuff off Beardstone and don't return it, says Lofty. Nonsense. Nonsense. Mr. Beardstone says, I will, it's true. I knew it. He's sitting there watching this live stream, taking notes. Oh, I better go build that on the server before Foxy No-Tail gets his video out. I knew it. I knew it. You see it next week. Mr. Beardstone's newest thumbnail be free-range bee farm. I really like that. I think that's great. Mr. Beardstone, seriously though, you're going to have to tell me how to do that bit. Thank you very much. Gadget J.
Gadget J super chatted £5 and 13 pence. Thanks for all the work you do.
Thank you for watching and being here. Yeah, right, peeps. Unfortunately, though, as much as this is a truly Bedrock live stream and we've not really been there, it is time to end. I was going to roll credits then, but we don't have that on here. So, are you no Mr. Beast? Yeah, my best friend, lives next door. Have an amazing time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you did, please do leave a like if you haven't already. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. And I will be back here on YouTube on Monday, live streaming next Monday. I will be live streaming on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays as usual. And my videos will be coming out on Wednesday and Saturday. So make sure to check those out. In the meantime, have an amazing day. Goodbye.